guys, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Sarah. I am a first semester nursing student, and today I'm going to share with you my tips on how I limit my procrastination. I don't want to say stop my procrastination completely because sometimes I still do, but I'm gonna just share with you how to limit it as much as possible. So let's do it. The first one I'm gonna just say now just to get it out of the way because I feel like everyone knows this, but eat properly, get enough rest, and make sure you're hydrated, because if you're sleepy you're gonna want to take a nap. So why not just try your best the night before to get the right amount of sleep so then you don't nap during the day and put off studying. You know, obviously sometimes you have to stay up late for things, but if you can try to get enough sleep. Something that I do is I'll set an app limit on my phone for notorious apps that I spend a lot of time on, like Instagram and TikTok. This way, at least if I am on my phone, I will only spend an hour tops before I go to bed. This way it won't be too bad, you know? And so that is my first tip, is to set an alarm or limit the amount of screen time that you have at night, and that will kind of prevent you from staying up too late for a stupid reason and being sleepy the next day. Okay, this one's hard for me. I try my best to stay away from fast food if I know I'm going to be studying a lot that week, because I notice that I will try to read my textbook, but sometimes I literally can't read the words on the page for the absolute life of me, and it's because I'm either hungry or I didn't eat right that day. So if you eat right, if you eat lots of fruits and vegetables and healthy things, you may not feel as groggy while you're studying, so you'll probably be a lot more productive. Okay, so the next thing that is crucial to not procrastinate is to plan your study time. Having a planner really helps you block out exactly what you're studying, so the whole task just seems less daunting. For example, if I know I had to read 7 textbook chapters in between now and when I start the first day of school in 3 weeks, in my head I'm gonna be okay, yeah, it's 7 chapters, I'll just do it later. And that's how I procrastinate. If I write down on my planner the exact days that I'm going to do it and do my best to stick to those exact days, I have a much better time at doing that. So for example, if I am studying for a test and I know, okay, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I need to study, I will block out hours of my day. I'm gonna study between 4 and 7 on Wednesday. I'll study maybe for just an hour or two, maybe between 2 and 3 on Thursday, and I'll study, I don't know, random time. You know what I mean? Setting up times and sticking to it. And then going along with that, avoiding black and white thinking. What always gets me is telling myself that I'll start something at noon, and then I don't realize that it's 12:02, and then I'll tell myself, okay, well since it's 12:02, I'll just start at 1, and I'll just keep, but it'll keep happening. So just as soon as you know it's time, do it. I'm not gonna do the Shia LaBeouf thing, but I almost did. So this one I actually discovered pretty recently, and this is what prompted me to want to make this video, is to have so it's an app. It's kind of like a timer to use, I think it's called the Pomodoro method, but it's an enhanced version of the Pomodoro method, because let me show you. I have this app on my phone called Forest, and I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. If you have, you know how amazing it is, and if you haven't, you need to download it right now, because it's basically like a timer on your phone. And sorry, let me just put in my passcode. It's basically a timer on your phone, and it only lets you use this app during the timer, so it keeps you from going on your phone during your study time. So for example, I just had my thing going for an hour, and then it rewards you by you get to basically plant trees. So if you successfully did your timer, it would plant a tree and then you get coins. So it incentivized me because I'm very achievement and goal oriented and driven. And so I really want this maple tree, but it's 2,000 coins and I only have 188. So I'm constantly using this app on my phone to get points. Today I focused for an hour and 45 minutes, And then if you try to not use the app, your tree will wither and die and your forest will look kind of janky. So this is what mine looks like for this week. And it's a very cool app. I highly recommend if you're someone like me who gets a little bit distracted by their phone. This is a great way to keep your phone as distraction free as possible. Also, on the train of thought with technology, I have an iPhone, so this is for my iPhone Apple users. I use focus modes. So if you don't know what that is, it's like this thing. It's like Do Not Disturb, but I have custom ones. And so I'll put it on studying. This way I don't get any notifications that could distract me. So part of what makes procrastination so hard is just getting started. So something that I heard that I think might be really helpful for you guys if you haven't heard of this is to set a timer for 2 minutes and just tell yourself you're going to do whatever task, like for us it's probably studying, you're going to study for 2 minutes. And if after 2 minutes you really hate it, you can try again. But most of the time it's just getting yourself to start. Another strategy that I use to help is inviting a friend to study with, like going out with a friend to study with them. It will help keep me accountable because I'm like, okay, obviously I'm gonna make plans if I'm gonna study. I'm not gonna just like bail on them. So getting myself to the library or to Starbucks really helped me. Yes, so doing that just helped me be accountable. And then if you're by yourself, go to a public place like a library or Starbucks or like a coffee shop and sit facing the wall if you can. Or sit basically so your computer screen is facing behind you, because I don't know if this is me. This tip might just be for me because I always do this. If I am someone that gets distracted studying on the computer, right? If I am 1 second being really productive, writing a paper or researching something, and then the next second I'm on Pinterest or on YouTube. If I'm sitting with my computer screen facing behind me, I'm pretending that people can see me and are judging me. Like, I don't know, it's like the weirdest thing. Like, I want to look like I'm being productive, so I'm going to be productive when I'm in public, if that makes sense. Like, having the unknown, someone could be watching your computer screen, I feel like they're like judging me if I'm sitting in a library and on Pinterest. So I will study. I will stay on task a lot more than I would if I sat with my back to the wall and only I can see my computer screen. So that's just something, that's like a weird, I know that's probably really weird, but that's what I do. Then something else that I do to kind of beat or limit my procrastination is to make studying more enjoyable. So I do this by like setting up my environment. If I'm at home, I'm going to get a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I'll put on like a Spotify lo-fi playlist, or lately I've been really into Taylor Swift lo-fi, and just kind of doing that. I remember last year, this sounds ridiculous, I dressed up in my Ravenclaw costume head to toe, had the gown, had the tie, the skirt, the robe, like everything, and I put on Harry Potter Pomodoro with on my TV, so it looked like I was in like a library. I had like the dark academia theme going, just like making it fun, so then studying just seems less daunting. If you're someone that just hates studying, of course you're gonna procrastinate because you don't want to study. But if you make it kind of fun and like a little bit more bearable, you may not procrastinate as much or in the same way, if that makes sense. And then also to beat procrastination, if you can, this kind of goes along with the planning tip, develop a weekly routine. For me, that looked like going to the library every day after class to do a task. Or if your schedule doesn't permit, going to the library before class. If you have work, doing a task before your shift or after your shift. Just working in some sort of routine and making it a habit will make it a lot harder for you to procrastinate, because if you're already in the habit of doing something, you're probably going to be a little bit more disciplined about getting a certain like task done. And this video is geared mainly towards like studying, but like it could apply to other things too. For example, like I failed, but I tried to get into the habit of doing dishes every night. This way, like they didn't pile up and get really dirty and gross. I'm still working on that, but hey guys, I was editing this video and then totally forgot to mention that one of the biggest things that I want to talk about, and I never talked about it. So this is more changing your mindset about why you procrastinate, and I needed to include this in the video, and I was like, I feel like I forgot something after I filmed it. I definitely did. So kind of thinking about, because I learned, hold up, there's a nursing theorist, Nora Pender. Let me just get my little, I made a little post-it. Hold up, let me find it. Yes, Nora Pender. She is a nursing theorist. She has her PhD, and she made the Pender health promotion model. And it's basically a model, you guys can look it up, I'll leave the link in the description. It's basically a model that kind of outlines the psychological factors or not psychological factors, but just factors that are often psychological of why people either do not great health behaviors or adopt new health behaviors. And so part of that was thinking about the perceived benefits. So we need to think about what would happen if we don't procrastinate, right? We're gonna be more organized, we're gonna feel better, we're gonna feel productive, we're going to approach our tests or assignments like probably with a lot more confidence because we would have been able to study thoroughly. But also just think of benefits for yourself about not procrastinating. And then you want to think of the risks of procrastinating. Basically the consequences. What is going to come of procrastinating? You're going to be stressed out. You may not get the grades that you want. You may, I don't know, you may just fail out of nursing school. That's a risk. And then you need to like really understand that those things genuinely can happen. There is the perceived susceptibility. We are definitely susceptible to getting bad grades if we don't study enough. We are definitely susceptible to being stressed out from cramming, right? We don't want those things to happen because they can and they will happen. So you need to really believe that it is gonna happen to you. The bad things will happen if you procrastinate. And then what is the other part? I'm just going off of memory. Oh, self-efficacy. You need to believe that you genuinely can make this change. You need to believe and motivate yourself that you can become someone who is productive and does not procrastinate, that you genuinely can do it. And then you need to make a plan. I kind of talked earlier about putting it in a planner about not procrastinating. You need to plan for a change, and then adopt the change. I'm pretty sure. I'm going off of memory. I'm probably butchering the absolute crap out of it. But in short, I will definitely link it down below in the description if you want to take a look at it. This is normally applied to health promotion, but I just put procrastination because that's a behavior that I would like to not do. And then part of it was also thinking about your environment. Is there anything in your environment, cultural, social, maybe, that is keeping you in your negative behavior of procrastinating? Like, for example, if you, I don't know, if your family always watches Jeopardy every night at 7 p.m. but you need to study, that could be an external factor that causes you to procrastinate. If your friends are constantly going out party, you may feel socially pressured to party with them or to go get chicken nuggets at 11 p.m. like me. There may be things that you need to think about in order to make your change effective. So I wanted to put in some sort of like nursing related thing into this video because I remember learning about this model and I was like, holy crap, this is so great. Because it really like helps you understand why or why not people adopt new behaviors. And then there's also the benefit, basically the benefit of doing the bad behavior. So there's like instant gratification. There may be some temporary enjoyment from doing something that is more fun other than studying. But then you need to remind yourself the risks and the susceptibility and the efficacy that you actually can, you know, the risk and the the susceptibility go together, because like the bad things, there are bad things and they will happen. And then the efficacy is that you can do it, and then remember the benefits of doing it. So maybe just making that list for yourself, that might help if your mindset is what needs to change. I know, see, that's part of the problem. I'm part of the problem, because in my brain, I procrastinate because I believe that I can get away with it. And I mean, I have, right? I am probably the last person that should be making this video, but I'm making this because I know a lot of people are in my situation and I'm trying to change, and I'm doing a good job so far. But especially with sociology, I literally saved all of my schoolwork of the week to do in one single day. Should I do it? No. But do I have an A in the class? Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, you know, I feel like I can gauge, but with nursing, I know for a fact I can't. Like it was sociology 101, you know, and it was open book quizzes. Like I know I'll be fine, but nursing classes, nah. So that was something I just wanted to add really quick into this video. I wanted to film this video because school is coming up and some of you guys are already in school and kind of need a little nudge to stop procrastinating. But I should be talking to myself, because I procrastinate really bad, but lately I've been doing really, really good. So I just wanted to share with you guys how I've been doing better with procrastinating and actually like sticking to a schedule, actually getting my stuff done and being productive. So yes, that is pretty much the end of this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see my face again, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.